Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, it doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is the Sun card, burning bright and hot and very warm, very supportive. Okay, this is a lot of clarity. I think that this is saying that there's something hidden that's about to be revealed to you. There's some mystery going on in your life. This is the answer. This is now that aha moment where we see everything in the light of day, right? Everything is very clear, very obvious kind of thing, right? Let's put this into some context. Let's see what's going on with this energy here today. All right. Yeah, we've got someone that doesn't want you to see everything, right? We've got the Hierophant, Three of Swords. All right. We do have a Queen of Wands, Prince of Cups. Now we got these three court cards here. We've got a Two of Swords. We got the Devil energy. Another court card, a Princess of Cups, and the Moon. Interesting. I feel that, yes, I feel there is someone in your life. They almost feel like a younger female energy. But, younger, yes, that's what I'm pretty certain about. At least in the sense that they are lower than you in some way, right? Either they are younger or they're in kind of a subordinate position at work. You're the supervisor there, the employee. You're the owner of the company, and they're someone that works for you. It could be like a younger sibling. It could be a younger friend. There's an immaturity. It could be that you are, well, Hierophant. Maybe you're the teacher. They're the student. There's that kind of a dynamic. Okay. And I feel like you're learning something here that they don't want you to know. Okay, and it could be. It could be a business partner kind of thing. It could be a romantic thing, though I'm not really feeling that with this one. I don't think that's it. Whoever it is in your life, there is something that you are realizing that they don't want you to know. Okay, and but we've got the Sun card. You're going to find out. Okay, you're going to find out, but there is then this uncertainty about what to do with that information. We have Two of Swords over here. You have particular ambitions in life. You have this idea of kind of how you want your life to go, and if you have to do that on your own, I think you're very willing to do that. So this is kind of a question like, do you have to let this person go? I kind of feel like this is happening in a I don't know. I kind of get this work vibe, but yet I feel that it's a family. It either is family, and either you work with family, or this is a small business where everybody there feels like family. You know what I mean? So it's somebody that I think has kind of been keeping a secret from you. I feel like maybe they're trying to cover something up, cover up a mistake that they've made, or there's some issue that they don't want you to know about. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is that factor, infinite and unknown. And we're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put Kevin right on top. And now we are not going to look at that card until the very end. But it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. All right. Now, if at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put a prediction down in the comments. Okay. We've got to tap into our intuition here because I feel like, well, let's look around and let's pick out the major arcana. First of all, we have the Hierophant and the Sun, right? And I feel like this kind of represents you, and then we have the Devil and the Moon. We have, this is the new moon, this is darkness, this is uncertainty, this is kind of, in some ways, that's almost where we're afraid to go. This is the reality that this is the situation about which we're going to be experiencing the clarity. We're going to learn something we really don't want to know. This person doesn't want you to know either. Now, they might be an air sign person. Could be why we have the Swords. I feel like this is really the defensiveness of the person more than anything, right? I do feel that they're younger than you in some way, okay? Maybe literally, maybe just in the form of the kind of, the business hierarchy or something. Because we do have you up here as this Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Wands sometimes has to do the difficult thing. Has to make the decision that nobody else wants to make. And with the Three of Swords here, I'm feeling like this is not the first time you've had to make a decision like this. Maybe it's not the first time that you've had to talk to this particular person and say, hey, what's going on? Maybe this is the last time that you're going to have this conversation with them. Because what we've got over here with the Hierophant and with the Devil energy, we've got this feeling that we kind of can't allow this sort of thing to go on. It feels like a work thing. Maybe it's a family member that you've employed. And as much as we have a soft spot for that person, by allowing them to continue behaving the way they're behaving with no consequences is not doing them any favors. We see that here with the Knight or the Prince of Cups. This is somebody is really very, very upset about something, but at some point they will realize that it's for the best, right? So by allowing this person to continue with their behavior with no consequences, you're doing them a disservice, but you're also doing the business itself, or you're doing the world really a disservice by allowing something like this to go on without any kind of consequences, okay? And I don't know exactly what they're doing. I feel that there may be a little bit of jealousy going on, that they're envious of what you are achieving. When you look at these cards right down the center, we've got the Hierophant, the Sun, and together it creates this person who's in this really kind of a powerful position. I feel like you've achieved a lot in your life. And if this is a business thing, maybe this is like a younger sister, right? But they kind of look up to you in this way of like, they wish they had what you have, right? So there's this element of jealousy. Now, at what point does that jealousy become envy and they start actively trying to to bring you down, And it might even be more unconscious than that. It may not be that they are intentionally trying to bring you down, but their own lack of achievement and comparison with themselves to you, they might indirectly and unconsciously do things that kind of prevent your success or try to interfere with your success. And I think that's why we've got the Devil over here in the position of the environment. Because the Devil is this creative drive that you have. I think it also speaks to some of the unconscious drives that you have, but also of the other person. That they might not be actively, intentionally trying to thwart your achievements or to derail your success or to bring you down in any way, but nevertheless, that's what they're doing. And so you have this drive, this creative drive to create, to succeed, to continue on your path. And yet they keep doing things that seem unnecessary, that seem intentional, to get in your way or to sabotage something. Okay? And I think it brings about the necessity of this decision for you, having to do what is not the easy thing to do. And maybe this is literally letting someone go, telling somebody, I can't have you in my life anymore. Maybe it's not a business thing. Maybe this is a friend. Maybe this is a family member, a younger sibling or something. But maybe this is the point where the two of you have to kind of go separate ways. Yeah. And it's not an easy decision. Again, this is, with the moon card up here, this is the reality that you don't want to see. But we see, we've got the sun cards. The sun in this picture is just about to rise. Is just about to realize everything that's been going on. And maybe there is some more complicated scheme or plan or plot to the whole thing. Maybe not. But you're going to see everything for what it really is. Now, right now, it may seem a little confusing. You don't know if was this a mistake? Are they intentionally doing these kinds of things? Or are they really trying to deceive me? Do they have it out for me? Like, what's really going on here? Ultimately, we don't want to know, right? But we will find out. And with that knowledge, with this now full illumination, you're going to have to make those difficult decisions. Okay? And with the Three of Swords here, and the connection with the Swords cards between these two and this one, I feel like this person has done the same thing enough times where you're thinking, there's no way this could just be like an accident, right? There's no way that this is just an innocent mistake anymore. It's happened too many times pretty much the same way. But we have that full, and this could be really the discovery of something that really nails it down for you. That says, okay, now there is no question this person is intentionally doing things to sabotage the project, sabotage the family, the work, or your relationship. This could be something that's interfering with your other interpersonal relationships, right? Maybe that's somebody that's just gossiping or spreading rumors or trying to pit people against each other, right? Because really, we do have this, third, well, we have four really, but we do have another court card here. Okay. So it could be that this person is trying to disrupt the dynamic between everybody involved. I don't think it's just you and them. I think there's other people too, other coworkers, other people in the environment, other family members, other friends, right? Other people at church, other people at the community center, whatever it is. And I think that person is really doing things now that it's hard to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Because like I said, it seems to have happened one too many times. Yeah. And now we've got that Two of Swords. The difficult decision needs to be made here. And ultimately, I feel that this is going to be for everyone's best interest, you making this decision, right? And I don't know why, but it falls on your shoulders. You're the supervisor, the boss, the owner, the leader. You're like the main friend, whatever it is. You're the one that kind of has to say it's your life, right? So you have to judge the facts. Okay? And you have to be willing to put your drives, your strivings, your intentions first. Okay? By allowing this to continue, it is really delaying your progress. It's setting you back. It's interfering or sabotaging with what your goals in life are. Whether it's personal, professional, romantic, platonic, whatever. This person's getting in the way of your goat climbing up that mountain. Okay? So let's think of it, as there's a group of us climbing Mount Everest, right? There's one person that keeps like cutting the ropes, or maybe not anything that, blatant. Maybe it's just other things that they just keep sabotaging the oxygen or the water or the food or something. Going, oops, I spilled it all again. Oops, I left the oxygen tank open and we ran out of oxygen again. Just these little things that keep happening. At what point do you say, okay, look, you're not climbing with us anymore. You got to go back down. You're going to stay at base camp. The rest of us will go up. You're too much of a liability. Right? And there's no sense in bringing that person along. You're putting them at risk. And they're putting the rest of you at risk. Right? Now, it's probably not anything as serious as mountaineering. But it's the same energy. So you're doing them a favor by making them kind of get out of here. So, so that they can maybe reflect on what they're doing, right? But that also you can keep the structure of your group safe. That you can keep making progress in whatever realm this is taking place. All right. Now the Princess of Cups is kind of what we don't want, and this is where we really need a bit of tact, a bit of strategy, because this person has the potential to really be overdramatic. The Princess of Cups, this is in the position of what we don't want. We don't want to provoke this person in such a way that they start throwing a fit on it. I mean, I'm not going to mince words. That they really start kind of having a tantrum and making things infinitely worse. Right? So we have to find a way to communicate this to this person that maybe makes them kind of agree to stay back. And I don't know what the strategy is there, right? I don't know how to convince somebody to stop doing what they already have their kind of energy set on doing. But I just know that if we don't handle it in the right way, it's gonna cause even more drama, right? And that's the Princess of Cups here. So we can't necessarily go at it from this fiery perspective, this fire energy, and that's ultimately what we want to do, right? That's somebody that just kind of expresses the committee. They put their foot down, the Queen of Wands, right? Putting your foot down, saying something very straightforward, very blunt, right? I don't think this person can handle blunt, right? And in some ways, not your problem, but it will become your problem. You're up here on the mountain. You want to try to keep things contained. We don't want things to really start boiling over. And if you're fire and they're the potential water stuff here, it's going to be a mess. So we might have to discover, and maybe that's the Prince of Cups here, discover a way that we can relate to that person and communicate with that person while still getting them to leave, right? Basically, getting them to stop what they're doing. Somehow putting up a wall between them and you so they can no longer interfere with what you're doing. I don't know how that takes place. It really depends on the situation and what their relationship is to you and how you feel you can kind of meet them on their level and find a way to connect and relate to them. Because again, I think it's a friend, a family member. It's not like you dislike the person, but they're a liability. You don't want them anywhere near you. So how do we do that in a way that is tactful, that is responsible, that is effective, but is also not going to provoke a disproportionate response from them, So let's take a look at the mystery card. Maybe there is an answer or part of a solution here. If you have a prediction for this card, put it down in the comments. I basically want to see something like a Six of Swords, right? Showing that there is just that harmonious communication, that we're being effective in the way we're communicating. We're not getting angry and flying off the handle, and nor are we being like steamrolled, right? We're not being a pushover, right? We're being firm, but we're being very clear. We're being compassionate and caring and sensitive, but we're being we're being truthful. So I'm thinking Six of Swords. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's the magician. Well, that's some tact right there. There's strategy here. The magician knows how to communicate with people on their level, right? The magician kind of can read the audience and can adapt their behavior, their mannerisms to the audience. Okay, so you've got to know who you're talking to. And then you've got to adjust your energy in the right way. So you use particular words and expressions and gestures and, in a way that makes them feel comfortable and they can relate to it. That's kind of the magician energy. The magician is the master at adaptation. Okay? The magician is also the one that knows how to nudge the universe in the right way. You know how to nudge this person in such a way that they're going to maybe even be convinced that it's their own idea to stay down the mountain, right? To kind of cease and desist what they're doing. So there is tact, there is strategy in the communication, there is subtlety. Okay, it's not Queen of Wands, it's not just putting my foot down and being loud and blunt about it. There's a little bit more craft involved here. But this is a great confirmation because this is saying that you will be able to resolve this situation in a way that is going to be good for you. There's a happy ending here, okay? And you'll be free then to continue with your work and move on from this. This is it's a little bump in the road, right, with whoever this person is, but you have to be the magician and you can nudge the situation in the right direction. Now, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there is a link up top. There is one down below. New readings for Aquarius, Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.